Revolution number 2 is, I believe, a shift from what we do in terms of health and performance to when we do it. It's based on the age-old understanding of what they understood, that we need to live in tune with certain fundamental, immutable laws of nature or natural cycles. Think about our universe. We have day, we have night, we have summer, we have winter. Drop this pen, the law of gravity dictates that pen will fall to the ground every single time. It's a fundamental, immutable law of nature. It's a fundamental, immutable law of nature that if you are born in Melbourne, you are 3 times as intelligent as anyone else in the country. Anyone not here from Melbourne, born in Melbourne? Anyone just raise your hands if you weren't born in? Oh, most of you. Sorry, I'll try and talk a bit slower. Oh, good. So the analogy is, it's like a surfer. Ask any surfer what the key to surfing is. They'll generally tell you one thing: timing. You catch a wave when the wave is at its peak. The wave does all the work. It's fun, enjoyable, exhilarating. When I go surfing, I'm usually paddling out about here when the wave's crashing down about here. Hard work, mouthful of water, bloody surfing. Never going to do that again. The ancient Eastern teachers tell us that our lives are exactly the same, because our minds and bodies go through 6 4-hour cycles every single day. That if we can adjust when we eat our food, when we do our exercise, when we get our sleep, when we do different parts of our job, if we've got that flexibility, we will experience work and life with more energy, less stress, better sleep, better motivation. Violate those cycles on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, less energy, poorer sleep, less motivation, and maybe 1 or 2 extra kilograms around our waist or belly each and every year, unless you have a metabolism like mine where you can eat whatever you want and never put on weight. Who hates these sort of people? Most of you, yeah. Interesting, I'm having dinner with a metabolic scientist the other week. So mate, you guys always come up with these fancy technical terms for people that put on weight easily. Hypometabolizers, endomorphs. I said, how come there's no scientific technical term for people like me can eat whatever they want and never put on weight? He says, there is. Bastards. So the number 1 cycle, or the key understanding, is that it is the cycle of the sun which regulates all our internal human cycles. And as one key example, the cycle of the inner sun, the digestive fire that cooks our food. Which is why their understanding was, in the early morning, when the sun is weak and low in the sky, our digestive fire and capacity to digest food is also relatively weak. So never ever in the history of the longest living, healthiest cultures ever recorded has breakfast been considered the most important meal of the day. It's also the 2nd most common habit between high achievers, that they either skip or have a very light breakfast. Who's been to Asia or Europe? Get a raise of hands. I've got family in those cultures. Fantastic. When traditionally do they eat their main meal of the day? Lunchtime, exactly, in the middle of the day. In the middle of the day when the sun is at its peak, the sun which represents energy, dynamism, activity. The understanding was that our internal sun, the digestive fire that cooks our food, is also at its peak. It's like this. Food comes in, gets digested, absorbed, assimilated when we need it. We're at work, we're busy dealing with our clients, growing our businesses. What do though? We either skip lunch, eat on the run, got to get that order back to the important client, or work out why our website's down, can't work out why our keyboard's not working because little bits of rice cake are falling down and wedging with the keys are back. We finally get home at 6 or 7 or 8 o'clock at night when the body's natural cycle's slowing down in readiness for sleep, and our little digestive fire that cooks our food is also going to sleep. Eventually. So what do? Eat, yeah! Steak and 3 veg, chicken parmesan. Would you like some dessert with that?
Sure.
Be rude not to, wouldn't it? Children starving in other countries, loosen the belt buckle, eat as much as we can. 2 hours later, fall off the table, go to bed. Even if we do get to sleep 6, 7 or 8 hours, all our body's resources, instead of going here, here, here and here, to get rid of the stress, get rid of fatigue, detox the liver, revitalise the kidneys, simply go here. So instead of waking up like the little girl in the pink dress, we wake up with snooze buttonitis, caffeine therapy, hot showers, anything to get us in the land of living. Why? Because we have violated one of the most fundamental natural cycles there is.